In Brookhaven, police are offering $5,000 for information about people who threw fireworks, stopped police vehicles, and destroyed property. That during protests last night on Buford Highway. Authorities say they made 6 arrests, but only one involved a protester who was arrested for protesting in the road after officers told him to move. They say the other 5 were agitators who showed up to spark violence.
11 Alive's Angelina Salcido live right now from Buford Highway. So Angelina, you were out there last night for us. You spoke with the leaders in Brookhaven who are responding to the protest and the recent increase in ICE arrests.
Yeah, you know, these increase in ICE arrests and the presence of ICE as well is both driving families away from Buford Highway, but it's also bringing families out here because for them, the issue of immigration is starting to get personal. Tonight, city leaders say that they support those who want to protest and also warn those who want to cause harm to stay home.
Filling Buford Highway. Hundreds protest ICE raids and arrests Tuesday.
I get the chance to speak for them, for those who can.
People are obviously greatly affected by this.
Rebecca and Saida Flores stand for their family in a place that traditionally welcomes diversity.
I advise them that it might not be the wisest thing to come out, even though their hearts want to be here.
Fear on Buford Highway has grown over the last several weeks.
There has been more activity, ICE activity around Buford Highway. So there's definitely a hesitancy.
Santiago Marquez, the president of the Latin American Association.
For us now, the challenge is how do we go to the community, right? Understanding that there's a segment of the community that might be fearful.
That's why these crowds keep coming together.
Estados Unidos es un lugar.
91-year-old Abigail Rivera yells the U.S. was founded on immigrants at her first ever protest.
I would like to be a peaceful protest.
For hours Tuesday, everything along Buford was under control despite their movement. Until organizers said it was time to leave at 9:30. Brookhaven police say agitators who weren't there for the protest caused wreckage.
Unfortunately, when you have outside agitators coming in, it could actually do harm to what we're trying to do.
Leaders in Brookhaven echo the same message after last night's protest took a turn.
We respect your rights. We respect your need to be heard, but don't come in looking for trouble.
When it comes to future protests, there's another one set by the same organizers for this Saturday that's going to be happening on Chamblee-Tucker Road. It's just about 10 to 11 minutes from here. That is set to start at noon. We're live tonight in Brookhaven. Angelina Salcido, 11 Alive News.
All right, Angelina, thank you. And tonight, Georgia's Governor Brian Kemp is responding to protests, saying in part his office stands ready to take whatever appropriate action is needed to safeguard our communities from crime and violence while also respecting the constitutional right to peaceful assembly. State Attorney General Chris Carr releasing his own statement saying protesters use words, rioters use violence. There is no gray area. In Georgia, if you engage in violence for the purpose of changing public policy, you can be charged with domestic terrorism. The penalty is 5 to 35 years in jail.